Monday morning. It is January the 18th. Rise and shine. This is Coffee Talk. We get together 7 days a week. We chat about what's doing in the world of weather. And this morning, not sure if you're aware, we are tracking snow up in the panhandle from Tefuniak Springs over to Chipley and almost to Mariana. And oh man, there's one person I know that really wants it to snow in Mariana. It's going to be this guy, our Jesse Pagan, who we sent up to do a little snow chasing. And Jesse, you're in my weather lab. First off, good morning, my friend. How are you?
Good morning, sir. Good morning. Severely lacking coffee,
Yep.
but I've got the talk part down, so
Yeah.
we can do coffee talk sans coffee a little bit later. But everything's good, man. Wet, cold, had a little bit of ice crystals mixed in there somewhere. I'll leave you to figure out the technical term for that.
Sure. Yep.
But it was good so far. I'm still fingers crossed, though. We'll see. Maybe we'll get lucky.
All right. So take us outside if you don't mind, real fast. Take us outside
Okay.
to help
Yeah.
us to kind of just see the scene. So, what are the
Okay.
conditions like up there right now?
I got you. Bear with me while I do a little movement here.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
All right, let's go outside. So, your weather lab, I'm taking good care of her, I
Thank
promise.
you. Thank
So,
you.
here we are in downtown, historic downtown Mariana. If anybody's familiar with this part of the panhandle, that's where we are right now. As you can see on my jacket, mostly just water right now. It's still raining. It's raining outside, as you can see. The streets are wet. The ground is wet. The grass is wet. It's all wet around
Yeah.
here.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it's mostly just water. It, like I said a little bit earlier, around 6 o'clock. Oh, Eric,
Yes.
we've got an ice crystal again,
Show
my
me.
friend.
Oh, show me. Oh, yes.
Actually, it's bouncing off of me. It's almost maybe a little bit like it almost feels like hail.
Yeah, well, so that's so all right. So let's talk about that because that's an important part of like winter forecasting is understanding the different steps, okay? So first
Correct.
so these are the different precipitation types, okay? We're getting into the nerddom here. But remember, temperatures like what do you think the temperature is by you? It's probably still above freezing, I would imagine.
I would think so. If I had to guess, just going off of what I'm feeling, probably low 40s.
Yeah. Yeah. So the precip types, okay? So rain is when the entire column of air, and it's on the left side here, it's when the entire column of air is warm, okay? Now,
Mm-hmm.
the easiest thing is when you start to get some cold air. Remember, warm air rises, so the warm air is going to be aloft. So freezing rain is when it falls as rain and then it freezes closer to the surface. That's easier, okay? It freezes on cold surfaces. You're probably in the freezing rain or even sleet where you're getting more cold air. Sleet will
Okay.
fall as rain and then it'll kind of freeze on its way down, which is not terribly different than hail. Okay, it's not. And then grapples in there as well. Snow is when the entire column of the atmosphere is cold. That's going to be the harder thing to accomplish, but nevertheless, it's possible. So let me go back over here. Give me a second. Of course, I'm directing, I'm doing the weather, I'm trying to think of what the heck to say to you. But let's go back here and let's just look at the live radar. And the live radar out of Eglin, which is not far from you, it's showing in the last few frames here, it's showing that rain snow like the next town over from you is Chipley.
Mm-hmm.
And it's snowing in
Mm-hmm.
Chipley.
Mm.
It's
Okay.
so close.
Hmm.
So close. So I
Okay.
would say hopefully we can get it to sneak your direction. That's where I'm at.
Okay. Yeah. Or we'll see if we can go on a little adventure. Who knows?
Listen, go on an adventure. Is Tom all packed? It's Tom that you're with, right?
uh, we might. Yeah, we might be all packed. Yeah.
Go to Chipley.
How?
Go to
Go to
Chipley.
Chipley.
Go to Chipley and
All
shoot
right.
me a text message if you see snow and then you can call me back on here and we can check back in, okay?
Okay. You know what? That's the game plan. Let's go to Chipley.
All right.
Let's see if we
Listen,
make it.
thank you, buddy. Our Jesse Pagan live up in Mariana going to Chipley. Thanks, buddy.
All right. Talk to you soon.
See you, bud. All right. So there it is. Kind of cool, huh? I mean, it's very cold, but I digress. So, all right. So that's kind of the situation there. We've got the winter precipitation doing its thing. back here locally, let's just take a look. All right. Our first warning live radar showing showers moving in, nothing strong, but we do have these showers moving in Palm Coast, and then look out into the Gulf Coast. Those showers are marching our direction. Temperatures out the door 50s to the lower 60s. But what I really want to do is I want to dial in our futurecast model here, and I want to look at not just the clouds and the rain, but I also want to look and see what's doing in terms of the temperatures, because this is where it varies. And by the way, my friends, I'm not getting any Facebook comments. So to all of my friends that are on Facebook, I apologize. I'm gonna have to do is this. I'm gonna go in and do it the old-fashioned way. I'm gonna dial into this to the Facebook feed just like you. So I apologize if I've am I even on Facebook? Is it not streaming to Facebook? Okay, Victoria's there, I see. All of a sudden I see Victoria commenting. I don't see it on my Facebook page. All right, hold on. Hold on a second. Am I on Facebook? Somebody help me. Of all days to have a technical issue, why would we do today? How interesting. Unable to connect. All right, I'm going to turn it off and I'm going to turn it on. Interesting. All right, are we on now? Sending data. Maybe, just maybe, we'll get it to work. I see it on, it's unable to connect. How interesting. Okay, well, so maybe, just maybe, that's not going to work today. All right. Technology is always fun. All right, I'll have to figure that out. Okay, I can see you on Wesh, but not on your Facebook page. All right, so here we are. Anyway, so to that point, I guess we're just going to roll through time, and apologies if you're not seeing it on my page. All right, so 9, 10 o'clock, watching those temperatures doing their thing, right? It's going to be a dramatic shift. So 10 a.m., 54 north, 69 in the metro. 11, 50 north, 75 in the metro. 12, 48 north, 74 in the metro. There's a pretty dramatic shift there. That's going to be when it really starts doing its thing. That's going to be when it really starts shifting. Watch. 2, 3 o'clock. Now it's 50 north, 54 in the metro. So those changes are happening there in that window of time. Right around lunchtime, that's when everything is starting to shift around. Okay, so today is going to be impact weather, not because we're expecting anything severe or anything scary, nothing like that. It's just because we're talking about this very abrupt shift, this very abrupt adjust. It's maybe you get this like once a year, right? That we see something like this. So I had to call it impact weather for that reason. That said, tomorrow morning is going to be impact weather for another reason, because we're looking at frigid temperatures. So let's do this. Let's look at tonight's temperature. So if today starts dropping, then tomorrow we just sit in this cold start. 27 in Denellen, 28 in Ocala, 29 in Lynn. We've been here before a few times this year. It's still going to be cold though. 30 at Lake Penisoffkee, 31 in Leesburg, 32 in Astatula, 31 in Umatilla. Look over to Brevard County, 41 in Cape Canaveral, 43 Satellite Beach, 41 in Melbourne. So it's going to be very, very cold at the Barrier Island. 36 in Vieira, 35 Palm Bay, 35 Kissimmee, 34 in Celebration. And then into the metro, I think the metro itself, like right in the city, we're going to be above freezing, but it's going to be cold, cold, cold. Yeah, 35 in Winter Park, 33 in Sanford, 31 in DeLand. Debbie says your Facebook page is not working. Yeah, I've tried it like 6 different times. I don't know what could possibly be the issue, and I can't focus on that. I got to actually talk here and try and make some sense. So we'll figure it out eventually. Um, let's look at the winds though with Futurecast, okay? So we'll dial that up. All right. So this is Futurecast, and instead of showing temperatures now, let's look at the winds because you'll notice as those showers blast in the colder temperatures, like 11 a.m. in Ocala, you're going to be at like 50, 51, 52. That's right when the winds, these are gusts, gusting to 31 in Ocala, 33 in Ocala, lunchtime, 26 in Orlando. Real big gusts as that front pushes in. And that's where we're going to be able to watch those temperatures drop so fast because the winds are just, they're not wasting any time. We're just going to put the cold air into town. This is an interesting one. This, weather never ceases to amaze me. I'm always, I love it. I love it. There are just times where the atmosphere throws at just some fun stuff. Now, that said, while we've got this chill, I'm worried that there's going to be some poor parents that are like, well, they don't put their kids in the right stuff. Today, you'll start off with long sleeves. You'll want the umbrella, but whatever you do, you're going to need to grab the jacket because even if you don't need it this morning, you will absolutely need it later today because the temperatures are going to be dropping colder. Yeah. All right. So that's kind of what we're looking at. Now, after all of this is said and done, let's take a look at the 7-day forecast together, okay? Today, impact weather because of the rapid drop of temperatures. 50 this afternoon, 36 tomorrow morning in the metro, 58 in the afternoon, 64 Tuesday. Notice we're into the 70s by Wednesday. And by next weekend, yeah, we are warming and getting back into the upper range of the 70s. All right. So that's kind of where we're at. Questions, comments, concerns, anything at all? How we doing? Are we good? Are you good? I'm good. Want to take your comments? We'll check in with you. Make sure everything's good. See how everything's going today. Good morning, everyone. People don't think these days, Yukon says. Can't be bothered. Well, no, people think, Yukon. I just want, I take it as a part of my job to help folks out. Debbie says, we were lost this morning, but we found you. I don't know why my page is having an issue today, so I apologize. Listen, all I can do is try. You know, if there's a technical issue, it's beyond me. You know what's funny is I'm sitting here and while we're talking, I'm trying to get logged in. It's doing one of those Okta verifies. I'm selecting all the squares that are a motorcycle right now. This is so much fun. I'll be interested personally to see if our Jesse Pagan can get into some snow. They're so close. They are so, it's like 10 miles away. Traffic lights. I hate you, Okta verify. I hate you. Oh, gosh. I'm trying, guys. Oh, well. Jesse saw snow. He saw like grapple or sleet or something to that effect. It was close. It wasn't snow. It was close. What password would it be? I'm trying to get. Okay. No. Try logging in again. Hold on a second. This is so funny. Driving me crazy. All right. Ebony, my assistant news director, says, you're on Facebook. I'm watching. Thank goodness. Not having a great one. Apparently, Eric can't see our comments here on X. Of course I can, Chris. What about Chicago's weather for the game? I'm sure it's going to be a lot colder there than it is here. Let's see. Okay. Let me try this. One more try. Good morning from Titusville, Deborah says. Good morning to you. Tiffany says, cold coffee again this morning. Concurk 1982. Yeah, right. Yeah. So funny. Concurk 1982. That's funny. With Jesse, it's like we're waiting for Groundhog to see a shadow, right? Well, and I'm excited to see if he can see it because yeah, he's going to be close. Let me go over to the live feed room. He's not in the live feed room. I got to keep checking. The ghosted woman says, "I bet Eric is live that he went or sad that he went live today." No, I just want the stuff to work. That's all. That's all I want. All right. Stream channels. Let me close you. Docs. Hit that button. We'll try it again. All right. Will it work? Maybe. Who knows? Do do I regret going live this morning? Nah. Jesse should just drive the 10 miles. I think he is. I think that's what they're doing. That's absolutely what they're doing. We forced him to do it. I want them to see snow. We saw it on the traffic cameras this morning. So let's see here. Let me see if I can find those traffic cameras. All right. I'm going to go up around Fort Walton Beach area. Coming up here. Fort Walton. That's Mobile. Milton. Defuniak Springs. That's Pensacola. All right, I'm looking. That's Tallahassee. All right, Fort Walton Beach. Turn on the traffic cameras. See if I can't find anything. Of course, weather radar, incidents, congestion, traffic cameras. Okay, let's come in here and see. We got anything? Ah, that's kind of fun. Let's put that. Give me a second to hit that button. Studio, hit that button. Window capture. And we'll do FL511. Look at that. Can you see that? Let me make it a little bit bigger, perhaps. Can you see that? It's kind of fun, right? Now, what you're noticing is it's more like off on the side than anything. Let's go. Let's look at something else. I'll come over here. There you go. That's a good one. What you're noticing is it's off on the sides. It's not on the roads. Remember, concrete holds in heat and then it radiates out the heat. So what you end up with is you end up having that heat radiating out, keeping the pavement warm. So the pavement is going to keep warmer, thus melting any snow, whereas the grass will be colder. So that's where that is. In case you're curious as to how this works, for what it's worth. Where's that at? That is, let's see, where is that at? That's near Milton, Crestview area. Look at those trees. Isn't that nifty? See those trees, guys? Like that's a winter wonderland of trees, right? Rockley says Floridians can't drive in sunshine weather. They'll never handle this. I mean, people are handling it. This isn't like the way that it was last year when we went up to Tallahassee to cover it. It's not like shutting down the roads, but kind of a neat sight. So anyway, that's where it is. All right. Technical issues all over the place today. Thank you for hanging out for those of you that did. Sorry it was what it was. We'll do better next time. It is what it is. Thank you so much for hanging out.